I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Buck Breeze, Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. That shit is bad for your health. Yo, what's the vibes, man? Tap on in with your boy. Hey, yo, check it out, man. Your boy Lil Durk been released, man. Huh? They say Durk been released on bond, man. You know, time is money, man. We can't get $1 back, so we're gonna tap on into this, man. See what's really good. That's good that boy came home, man. I knew he's gonna come home sooner or later. You know, it can't hold a real one, man. That's what's up. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it, baby. Tap on in. Let's go.
In case you missed it, the news reported. Words from Durk's father have Durk being released on bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made an offer so great the judge can't refuse it.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and you know, he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
This resulted in tweets of, Durk's lawyers just submitted the sneakiest bond proposal I've ever seen. We're about to see him released before GTA 6. However, while things look perfect for Durk, something scary just happened. With it announced, the new TED body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and OTF members has changed this case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal, raising the question, what did Ted say to the feds? Because Ted is also known as OTF Didi's brother, who was Durk's main hitter, as Ted was arrested at a convenience store after having a firearm in his pocket.
Okay, yeah, I remember this.
Dude had it. What about that? A man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
With Ted being taken to the police station, he began crying with tears streaming down his face as he told police, I swear I'll tell you all about the murders, as he hoped to escape being put in jail, but it was too late.
Well, this boy was wilding out. He was crying, saying he was ready to snitch. Oh, nah, again.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Damn. Oh, hell. What the hell?
As he waited in his holding cell, Ted's seen crying his eyes out and begging to rat on murderers he knows if he can be released.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me. Because I can't understand. Relax. What's the number? Stop saying what you saying, man. We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
That boy crying so hard, they can't understand what he's saying. Come on now, my boy. You wilding out, man. Wilding out. This shit's no good, man. Don't do the crime if you can't nowhere near do the time.
See what we can do for you. You gotta relax.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me
Stop trying to tell him relax.
No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With OTF Didi being his older brother, news was released of someone with Didi's last name that was snitching in the court paperwork. Initially, everyone believed it was Didi, but now we know it's Lil Ted. More rumors spread that allegedly OTF Vonnie was snitching too, but we had Durk's best friend Bezu react to it on Instagram Live.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. On my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
But it got wilder once academics spoke on Vine,
fact.
allegedly snitching on Durk.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out his co-defendant OT and Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, you know, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, you know, maybe jumped the maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
But did you know this works in Durk's favor, getting
That's
a
a
bond
fucking fact
release?
right
As
there.
the famous lawyer Mo shared this.
In the Lil Durk case, his lawyer Drew Finling not giving up on the application for a bond. Now, they were denied last week by a magistrate judge. In federal court, you have a magistrate judge and a district judge. The district judge is on top of the magistrate judge. So if the magistrate judge denies you, you can ask the district judge to take a look at it. That's what his lawyers are doing here. I think this is a good decision because, quite frankly, in front of the magistrate judge who denied Lil Durk, Drew Finling could have pulled a rabbit out of a hat, and that magistrate judge would have remanded the rabbit. You have to consider the fact, and I hope the district judge will, that this case, as pled several months ago, has been significantly watered down in terms of how it's being pled against Durk, where you used to have an allegation
The whole case falling apart type shit.
that we, the government, are going to prove to you exactly who he paid the bounty to. Now the government's saying, oh, we're not going to be able to do that.
Mo mentions the fill-in judge denied Durk
Right,
instantly because of the severity of his charges, but it was announced Durk gets another chance at freedom after a judge approved a court hearing to review his third bail offer, now up to $2.7 million, as Durk secured another bond hearing with the main judge. But what happened in his last hearing will help him be released this time around.
Update on Lil Durk. He had his bond hearing today. He looked good. He looked like he was in good spirits. No crazy weight gain or anything like that. He looked good. The judge was on the same vibe she was on last time, which is that, wait, they're saying murder for hire. They're saying you put bounties up. They're saying you ordered. They're saying I'm saying that's going to be no bond. There's basically no argument you can make to this judge in a murder for hire case to get a bond. Is that the prosecution's case has taken two major hits. One, the prosecution has had to abandon their allegation that he rapped and celebrated about this murder, that he put these lyrics out talking about, oh yeah, I got you, you out here screaming no, crying in the street. Prosecution had to back away from that allegation. It was proven false. They need that allegation.
What will have him released is the prosecutors tearing down their evidence against him.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant.
See, that's what the good thing is. See, when they get to fucking up in court, then you got a chance to actually come out on top of your whole case. And that's what Durk at right now. You know what I'm saying? They fucking up, and he got a chance to come out on top of his whole shit. I think, like I told y'all before, man, I think this shit gonna work out for the boy, man. I think so.
Defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying,
I'm telling you, you just gotta pay attention, that's all.
that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy. And now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he mentioned, the case is getting weaker for the prosecutors. They can't use Durk's lyrics anymore, and his lawyer calls the charges a joke.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him.
It's crazy when they can't use his lyrics no more, because that's all they really had. At the end of the day, when you think about it, they was using his lyrics against him. That was the main thing they had on him. You know what I'm saying? Now they can't use that shit.
Right. It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was the...
No, besides the niggas supposedly snitching on him. You know what I'm saying? But I think he gonna be all set. I think when it come down, I think he gonna be all good.
It's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Act. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, And that was, it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
Due to all of this, Durk's lawyer, Drew, would flat out say they want to go the distance, but with the new
His lawyer holding him down, though.
charges, it may be a bad idea, because academics asked if Durk would entertain a plea deal. Drew says, no, we're going all the way.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or do thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's
right.
a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
But they're going all the way for one reason. His lawyers are keeping a First Amendment rights argument in their back pocket.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, the First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.
It looks good for Durk, as lawyers online say he will be released from jail like Young Thug was.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we look at is Young Thug. Down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution.
Right.
And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, and it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released months before.
But the lawyer also explained that the prosecutors don't even understand rap culture.
Yeah, and I'll go out on a limb and say this.
That's the whole point, the whole thing. They don't understand. It's like they send the police to the neighborhood that don't understand nothing about the neighborhood. Then they end up shooting innocent kids because they all nervous and scared and shit. They don't know what's really going on. You know what I mean? Same thing with these prosecutors that's trying to prosecute people on the songs that they make. Like, you can't do that shit, man. Come on, man. Go back and listen to some of that country and rock shit, man. They was talking about some crazy shit back then. You know what I'm saying? So, they got a good point, man.
Sometimes prosecutors don't necessarily understand hip-hop culture. It's almost like a text without context. So you got to really understand the time, the place, the audience. Sometimes they might speak in ways that seem direct to somebody that's outside of the culture, but doesn't necessarily, but can mean several things to someone inside the culture. So it would certainly be a flub, big time, right? But it wouldn't be the first time that such a thing has happened where somebody looking through the window, particularly of hip hop culture, doesn't understand what's being said other than their desired use of it.
However, when you investigate the evidence they still have against Durk, it gets scary. One update many forgot about reads: over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio recordings, video surveillance, and 20,000 pages of reports, are currently being processed for discovery, as OTF Jam is responsible for supplying them with the evidence. A court update reads, the feds believe Durk paid to get these two people dealt with. Number 1, Stefan Mack, who got Durk's brother D-Thang. Number 2, OTF Jam's baby mama passed after Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Feds think OTF Jam is the key to putting Durk in jail for all 3 crimes. It's this Instagram live where Durk noticed Jam was wearing a wire. Jam was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering into it.
This is crazy work right here, y'all. Y'all that ain't seen it. I did this on another video, but Don't let y'all see it again. Saying he got watch son, like he talking in his jacket and shit. He got the mic in there. This is real crazy work.
Hey, kid. Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. Hey. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never having a dare. Architect. Having a dare. Schools and stuff down.
However, months before being arrested, Durk knew Jam was acting strange. It was announced Durk has been playing 3D chess this entire time. He knew OTF Jam was going to cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your way is gonna cooperate.
Durk spoke more in the interview, saying he stopped letting anyone go to his house.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been to my house.
For real?
Gotta be sometime.
I promise.
Your best friend?
That's how it gotta be, man.
Like it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids. Cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the you gotta watch.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like that's how I play. Like I don't play.
As you have to remember, Jam is the same guy that Durk gifted 50 grand to only a couple years ago.
You know what's his name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Get the milk, bro. Get the milk so baby mama get the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money. Do something.
This shit crazy. You know, you just gotta pay attention to it.
Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof.
Bro got out what?
You know that we did.
How many you did all?
And the year I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years. Yeah. So much money. We really was just getting in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds investigated the people in the back of the Instagram Live and realized it's the same people that went jewelry shopping with King Von before he passed. And it's the same people arrested for the Lil Pab murder.
Solitary stone. We just looked at him. Let's go over there. What up, bro? Boss, you
Just
good?
getting real crazy with them, man.
They got real.
Feds will stay on your ass, boy.
But with this, they're pinning the Stefan Mack passing on Durk too, as they showed a Durk Instagram story he posted only 30 minutes after Stefan Mack passed away, which says, for D Thang, which came with his Instagram Live the next day.
You can't see us, boy. What? Tweak on the folks. Hey, somebody always said, slap car. Somebody always said, slap car.
But this isn't the only snitch against Durk. The news wrote prosecutors delayed Durk's chance of being released on bond to gather last-minute evidence against him for the next hearing. Chatter of a new snitch is going around the courtroom, which is likely the arrest of Brick Baby. Last week it was announced Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and others all arrested in a Rollin' 60s gang takedown, as lawyers shared online that they believe Brick Baby will snitch on Durk. The timings of both arrests make lawyers believe the feds will force Brick Baby to give everything up on Durk, as the feds originally targeted Durk for M for hire because of Brick Baby. Because 3 years ago, he called out Durk saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for King Von because he got Lil Pab," as Brick Baby reacted to that old interview when Durk was arrested.
But was this an attempted hit or?
Well, you can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
But did you know Brick
Baby... that was like dry snitching, full effect right there.
Baby also said something even worse. The feds brought up Durk's evidence of, told me they got an Addy go, they got the location go, as they connected it to, Brick Baby says that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Durk had asked because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. who did it could be real. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd up it.
Right.
The feds have him
Be careful what the fuck you be saying.
in lockup now and will press charges against him to force him to snitch on Durk. But did you know it was announced? Charleston White says he's responsible for Brick Baby being locked up by the feds.
I'm the one that put the feds on Brick Baby. I keep telling you, y'all niggas think I be playing. When Brick Baby went to Houston.
Charleston White all fucked up right now. What, they done told that man he can't carry guns no more and everything, so he just running around like a real civilian right now. He can't even talk all that shit like he was no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he could carry like no guns at all last I seen. Remember he got arrested? He got caught with like a little deuce 5 and all that shit. And the cop was saying to him like, yeah, you're not supposed to carry no firearms. So yeah.
And was playing on the internet and put that $10,000 stack on his head. And indirectly said, hey, I got some money on Charleston's head. And he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement friend.
Nigga up here with a whole police hat and badge. Them police don't show him no love.
So, not only that, we filed a report with the feds in LA, along with the LA County Police. I swear to God.
As Charleston White isn't the biggest fan of Durk either.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
But did you know right when Durk's about to be released from jail, his wife India Royale was caught cheating? It was tweeted that Durk's baby mama, India, was allegedly seen at a party with her hand on another man's leg, with the footage being released by one of her friends. Screenshots would make it clear that it is happening, and India would end up reacting the next morning.
Family, do we know you? Yeah, you a grown man. Do y'all remember when men used to like lay concrete, change tires, go to war? Now these niggas on the internet gossiping all day. Like, what's happening?
With this going viral online, 6ix9ine and DJ Academics would give their opinions.
Alright, so you want to bet 10,000 right now that hold on.
Told about some other shit.
We talking about India.
She's a good girl. She's
You met her?
I haven't met her. But
So why you saying she a good girl? Like
because I hear the drama about everybody's relationship, and I know any rapper who could say something about me and they got a public girl, I could tell you who your girl off when she was mad at you. Like, I know all of that. I've never heard no dirt about her.
Word, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what y'all think, man? Jump in the comments, man. You know, so Durk got released on bond. You know what I'm saying? How you think this shit gonna go? You think, you know what I mean? You think he good? You think they're gonna try to wrap him back up? Put him up in the mix somehow, some way? I don't know, man. Keep his fucking nose clean. He'll be good, you heard? Word up, man. It's your boy, Buck Breeze. Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. That shit is bad for your health. You know the vibes, man. Tap on in. Let's get it.